Hi, everyone. I'm Molly Knight Forde, and I'm here with Rebecca Parker to talk about the Practical Awareness course, which is something the Awareness School offers several times a year. It's an 8-week online live class. That means I meet with you, or people who are teaching this course will meet with you once a week to check out and share about the homework and observations. And that's for 8 weeks. So that's happening online. And I also run a local Seattle class, God willing. And I'm here with Rebecca Parker. Thank you so much for joining me.
You're very welcome. I'm glad to be here, Molly.
Great. And so, Rebecca, you took the Practical Awareness course recently, and I like to get some fresh faces talking about this course. So just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am the director of a women's spiritual resource center. I have been doing that for 20 years, and I teach, basically it's Christian mystical path with its root system being in the fourth way work. I run two groups and have been a seeker for a very long time.
That's why it was great to have you in this class. I was so thrilled. And we had a great group, and you were just asking the right questions and, doing all your homework. There's so much in that course. So, to kind of distill it down to a very short message to the people who are listening here, why would somebody like you looking for this course, and what did you learn?
The core of it has to do with the way I had hit a wall. I had hit a wall and I didn't realize it. And that was because all of my work and approach was through my mind. And it's transformational and inspiring for a long time. And then as an advanced seeker, you realize there's something that's missing and you can't quite put your hand on it. Mm-hmm. And I had met you in other situations, so I had an idea that there was work to be done around linking up the three centers, mm-hmm. the head, the heart, and the body. And I have been reading that for 10 years or more. I know it in theory, but something was missing. What I took from the Practical Awareness course was beginning to open up those three centers and understand that I had been doing all of my work from my mind. There's nothing wrong with that, but it will not open the three centers to do the fuller body of work that needs to be done. And it's not something that can be done by going to another book to read about. The exercises that we did were critical. I say to myself, I felt like I went from a 2-dimensional living to a 3-dimensional process.
It's really something, like these ideas have been around for a long time. I didn't make them up. I don't own them. I mean, the fourth way work is out there for people to look at and do. But these are, for me, I designed the course with these foundational principles in mind, and for people to really get a living experience with them. And then we come back and share. And really, the course is a lot about self-observation and how to do that, because we cannot, as you say, cannot do that with our minds alone. There has to be something hooked up within us that develops a more full perspective, and that's what feeds our consciousness, and it's not just from the mind. So that's a great description for someone who's looking for more. If they're a seeker and they've been doing practices, someone's not going to be bored or not get something out of this. That's why I wanted to interview you, because you really have a lot of skill and experience, and if you can get something out of it, then I wanted people to know.
The image that I keep using, and when I explain it to other people about what I received, it reminds me of a Lego toy. And the Lego toy would be self-observation. It's like, here, do this. And it's not deconstructed so people understand what it means. You deconstruct it so that one understands what awareness is. And you do it. And then we practice sensation. And we do it. There are component parts of this little Lego kit. You know, you've got to break it down to the component parts and experience it. Then
Oh, somehow that's frozen.
on their own, they start to come together. And
great. It was frozen there for a minute, but we're going to keep it because that was just so eloquently said. And then it came in at the end. So it's fine. Great. So you're kind of already answering my next question about how would somebody benefit. And, you know, I call it practical awareness because, you know, we're on the ground doing things, you know, with that experience. So maybe is there anything else you can add about why someone would benefit from this course?
Accountability.
Yeah.
I could attempt to do it on my own or with a video, but it is not the same as having a group of people that you know you will see every week. You have pledged your accountability and to yourself and to them to show up for the work. And it's accumulative. When you do it, you feel it and you're shifting.
Yeah.
It's critical to have people to do it with.
Yeah.
And it works by Zoom. I did it by Zoom and it didn't affect the quality or the power of the work.
Yeah. Yeah. It can be done online. I mean, you know, there's a deeper element of presence that I think people are missing out on that opens us up to a kind of self-remembrance and a self-acceptance that is so far beyond this surface level that I really, you know, those elements, we'll talk about them and you practice the practices. It's practical. And then we get back together and share. And so I think that's great. I think people can you know, go and check out the page on my website, awarenesschool.com. If you're interested at this point, you are either getting on the waiting list or registering. We have a certain registration period. So I really thank you, Rebecca, for you know, giving us your take on this class. It really helps.
You're very welcome. And I encourage people to do it. It is a gift. It's a gift.
Well, thank you so much. Okay, bye-bye.